Hello, everyone, and welcome to our game design proposal. We would like to construct a game that encompasses the executive order and demonstrates the impact of the order within the game. In this presentation, we'll go over our ideas and game design to make it engaging and impactful for the students. Let's go ahead and get started. Executive Order 9D66. Before we begin with the game design, I'd like you to imagine you're back in 1941. Let me set the scene for you. It's December 7th, 1941. You're gathered around the TV. You hear the big news. Pearl Harbor attack has shaken you up. You're angry, you're upset, you're wanting action set in place. After this event has taken place, your life will change forever. You see, you're a Japanese American, and in February 19th, 1941, President Franklin Roosevelt announces that anyone from Japanese descent are threats to society. They will have to pick up their lives and go to an internment camp. You are forced to leave your friends, belongings, and your lives. This is known as Executive Order 9066. The history influenced us to create this game, and this name we wanted to keep the Japanese Americans' perspective of what they had to go through. Our game design. We decided to focus on a strategy-based sandbox-style game. Upon our team's research, we decided that this strategy-based game would involve different adventures based on primary sources that we found. The students will be randomly assigned roles such as mother, father, child, warden, and cook. They will play a non-playable character that's like a guard so that it won't inflict any harm to anyone. The students will go through the adventure within the camp. The sandbox style comes in here, where the students will see what an actual camp looks like. They'll see the living quarters, the cooks, the other aspects. The teams will have roles that they'll work together to complete the tasks. The task could be sneaking out to get food, playing baseball without getting caught, and trying to escape the guards. Our game concept, we want to tell a story. We want to tell a narrative. According to Rogers, we want to still generate a narrative, which literally means an order of events. We perceive time as linear, but we're going to express the story linearly, but be able to tell the students how this happened and how these events happen. We would like the students to see how the camp was ran and how Japanese Americans had to live within the camp. Together, the students will go on camps and be randomly assigned each role. The module will be also use comparable events such as 9/11 so that students can make a personal connection to the story. We're going to talk about the connection more here soon, and the connection with 9/11 and this impact today. We want to see how racially the impact of the Japanese American camps still affect us today. Our target audience is going to be high school students. When we talked to Bob about this project, we realized that there is a cultural sensitivity, and we wanted to have this game focused on high school age students because they're going to be able to use the primary sources. They're going to be able to understand the impact that we're trying to get. Our learning objective is as we stated in our game concept, we'd like to implement the game to tell a historical story. One of our team members, Sue Young, interviewed some educators, and they said the biggest thing with their students is they can't make connections between history and their own lives. Teachers seem to think that history is an unpopular class for a lot of students because of that. Our learning objective is that students are able to see that impact of the executive order and how the executive order is still relevant to us today. That's why we tied an event like 9/11 to this game so that students can see that there's other events that are very impactful, that this event was just as impactful. Our hook for the story is going to be that the students are going to get a background, just like in this presentation where we gave you a background. They're going to get a background on their individual characters. They're going to be able to see what happens on Pearl Harbor, how their life changes, and when the executive order happens. They're going to choose and be able to choose what they take pictures and belongings to the camp. The biggest thing is our gaming mechanics. We want to make sure that there's an enemy, which is the guards. But they have to hide from the guards. They have to try to get away from the guards. The collectibles, they're going to be able to collect primary sources. These are going to tell them adventures, mini games, and other things. Monetization. We want the students to be able to free play in the game and be able to walk around and move within the sandbox style. And the mechanics, the doors are going to be able to open, the windows, the shelves are going to be able to be open. Our game is special because it creates a backstory. It's historically accurate and allows the students to explore the camp. There's team gameplay, and the teachers are going to be able to control which adventures they go on, and they're going to be able to make it suitable for their lessons. I hope you enjoyed our presentation, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.